Hey folks, Joey Kissimmee here with the Incompressed blog, and in this video I'm going to show you how to spin articles the right way, or at least the way that I do it. It's not necessarily set in stone that this is the right way or the exact way to do it. It's just the way that I prefer to do it because it gives me maximum results. So with that said, let's go ahead and proceed here. This is my blog here, the Incompressed blog, and I'm not going to be spinning one of these articles. I'm actually going to spin an article from one of my niche sites, which is this one here, dominoesinfo.com. Now this is the article that I'm going to spin, how to play dominoes, and as you can see, this article here is very nice. It's got pictures. Actually, that's one of my pictures there. That's my personal table that I personally built. I don't know if you know this, but one of my passions and love is woodworking. I love building things like this, and it's just a hobby of mine, and I just love to do it. Anyways, the article is really nice. It's got a lot of pictures. It's really detailed. This article here is about 1,000 or 1,500 words in length. Now, when you're submitting articles, especially spun articles, you do not want to spin an article or submit an article that long with like over 1,000 words. I actually like to stick around 400 to 600 words in length, which is a really good length for when submitting articles. Remember, you're doing mass article submissions. You don't want to, submit like 1,000-word article full of images. Just a good article that gets straight to the point and basically given the meat and potatoes, so to speak. So we're gonna go ahead and spin this article here. I'm gonna go and create a new post. I already got it all set here, guys. I just create a new post and I just put here like demo, test, or whatever. Okay, I'm gonna be deleting it anyways. I'm gonna bring the article here, and I'm actually gonna start condensing it down and rewriting some of the stuff and just making it shorter. So right now you can see this article, it's about 449 words in length, which is pretty good. You want your articles that you're going to be using for mass article submissions, you want it to be anywhere from 6 to 10 paragraphs in length. And like I said before, you only want it to be like 400 to 600 words in length. This one's all done here. It's I've reread it. It reads good, and that's what you want. You want the articles to make sense. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that, and I'm going to bring it over to this software that I'm using called Content Professor. It's a web-based software, and I'm loving it like crazy because of the fact that I don't have to install any type of software. I'm a Mac user. I don't use Windows for nothing. I don't have Windows installed here. So there's this other software that's called the Best Spinner, I think it is, and it's a really good software, but it's a Windows application. I don't have Windows application, and so I was limited to using this here. But this was referred to by a good friend of mine, and he says it's really good, and I've been using it. Let me tell you, it's really good stuff. It produces some really good spins. So let's go ahead and show you how to use Content Professor. And right here you can see I already have a few here, a couple articles that I've already spun. I'm going to go ahead and create a new one. So you just go ahead and create there. You name the article, and this is just for you guys. It doesn't go anywhere. I'm going to check off that, and I'm going to check off the author resource box. I never use those. I just use the article body. So this is where I'm going to go ahead and paste that article. As you can see here, 449 words in length. And there's a few settings here that I actually changed, guys. This is one thing that I recommend. I mean, there's so much to this software. I still haven't gone through all the bells and whistles, but the only thing that I follow here is what my friend recommended. The only thing I'm going to change here is change this to phrases and words. And I'm going to put this to 5. That's it. Click on target synonyms, and what it will do is actually choose or pick some of the words and phrases that I can actually, oops, I went a little bit fast here, sorry guys, that I can actually spin. It's going to look for synonyms on words and phrases, and it'll give me some of the good ones here. And as you can see here, there's a ton of them here that I could actually go in there and choose some other variations of that word. Now guys, let me go ahead and give you a rule of thumb that I follow when I spin my articles, and hopefully you guys could follow this as well. All right, my rule of thumb for this is that I actually spin the articles myself. I actually do this part manually. It doesn't take too long. Actually, it takes me about 20 to 30 minutes at times. That's it, okay? And the reason I do that is because I want this article to be a good read. I want it to make sense to the reader. Remember, those other sites out there in the internet world, they have their own fans. They got their own people that they visit those sites all the time. So when they go to your article and it reads a mess and it looks like it's a 5-year-old kid wrote it, let me tell you something. They're not going to give you the time of day ever again. But if it's a good read, it makes sense, and it actually you know, you wow them with your article, they're gonna be like, wow, this was a good read. Let me go see more about that person. Let me go to his website and check him out. Okay, so you want this. This is the reason why I always do this manually. Now, you could do it on your own, guys. There's a feature here, I believe it's this one here, or this one here, that rewrites the entire article on autopilot. But what's going to happen is it's going to be a mess. It's not going to make sense. Okay, so let me just go ahead and show you the way I do it. Like right there, as I said before, these underlined words and phrases you could actually spin. So let's start with this one. And all I'm doing here is just choosing some other variations of that word. I could delete it if I want, or just add some new ones here actually. So let's go ahead and add some domino. Add that back in there because I actually deleted it. And then we're going to click on apply. That simple, guys. And you do the same thing for the phrases. Make sure it makes sense. Dominoes is let me see if there's any other ones. There's really not any other ones that make sense here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and stick with those two. Popular, I know I could find a whole bunch of ones for that. Famous, well-known, favorite, what's some other ones? Current, a favorite, we could do that. A favorite. We could actually, you know, like I said before, choose some other ones here. So let's see if a favorite pastime. We could also do that. Add it. Make sure it's added there, and again click on apply. So guys, you could go ahead and do this for the entire article, and what you want to do is make sure that it makes sense. You don't have to, just because it's underlined, you don't have to choose a variation. Sometimes those words do not make sense, and sometimes it does. So if it doesn't make sense, you could actually skip it. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is actually rewrite this, or not rewrite, but spin the entire article, come back so you can see what a completely spun article looks like. Okay, so we'll be back in just a little bit. Alright, so we're back here again, and I just got through spinning the entire article, and as you can see here, there's a lot of blue going on around here, and these are actually all the words that I spun. Okay, there's words, there's phrases. Some of them you could see that I actually left out because it just didn't make sense for the article. But as you can see, this is a fully blown respun or spun article. So I'm pretty happy with this. You can see here the word count came up. So you usually want to double or triple the amount of the actual words of the original article that you pasted there. Okay, so this is actually about almost triple the amount, so I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm going to go ahead and spin the article right now and choose some other variations. Okay, so let's go in here, click on this little button here, and it's going to spin the first article, and as you can see right there, that quick it actually spun the article. Okay, right down here I want to show you this cool little feature that I'm loving so much. Right here it gives you the exact word count of the new article, gives you the readability score 78.7, which is really good, grade level 5.5, and uniqueness 44.71%, which is okay. I would like it to be 50%, but you know what, anything above 40% is really good. All right, now there's some key factors here that I look for. The number one thing that I look for is the readability score. I want this to be above 75%. Okay, I want it to be, because if it's anything less than that, it's just not going to be a good read. Okay, and another thing, I want the uniqueness to be above 40%. The word count, not too much, just as long as it's over 400, I'm happy with that. Okay, grade level, not so much, but let me tell you, if it's like a first grade level, I think you need to work on the articles a bit. Now you can spin it as many times as you want. You can see here that the scores and everything changes. Spin it as many times as you want. And guys, you can actually have over 100 or hundreds of variations of this article here. Because remember, this article spinner is just going to take all these variations here and create a new article. Okay, you could just copy and paste it into a notepad or CVS file, or actually save it. You can actually save each file or each unique article right here within this wizard. I actually like to save it in my desktop, you know, because I actually like to keep things in my, where I could actually get access to it right away and instantly. Okay, but guys, that's pretty much it. That's how I spin my articles. That's how I do it. It gives me maximum results when I actually do it on my own. Okay, you could actually take this entire article, read it. It makes sense. It's unique. People will love it. People will read it. And it will really give you maximum results, guys. Okay, you don't want an article that just doesn't make sense. It's not good for your image and your brand. You know, keep it simple, guys. It's really that easy. Okay, so that's pretty much it, guys. If you want to go ahead and check out Content Professor, just go to IncomePress or go to www.incomepress.com/Content Professor. They do have a free trial version. They do have a free version, but it doesn't have all the bells and whistles to it. The paid version, I think it's like $77 per year or something, which is not bad at all. For what you're going to be doing here, it's totally worth it. And it is an affiliate link, just to let you know, guys, so I will get a commission for it. And if you get it through my affiliate link, I appreciate it very, very much, guys, and I thank you so much for it. Like a great friend of mine always says, a laborer is worthy of his wages. Thanks, Michael. Anyways, that's pretty much it for me here, guys. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you got a lot out of it. And you know, it's just time to go ahead and start doing it. Start implementing this. Take action. Spin some articles. Make them unique and make it great. With that said, Joey Kissimmee, peace. I love it for free. I'll see you on the next video.